All right, welcome everyone to the deep dive. Today we're taking a closer look at a very specific mobile application, the Trust Loans app. We're pulling all our insights, well, directly from our source material, which is excerpts from Trust Loans app, features and application guide. So our mission today, really it's about cutting through the noise because, while this Trust Loans app promises instant financial help, claims like no credit history needed. We're going to unpack what that really means for you, from the convenience side of things to, well, the often surprising true cost. So yeah, let's pull back the curtain on this app.
And, these types of apps are fascinating. They're really built for speed, for simplicity. The source mentions this particular one.
Yeah.
It's often associated with a developer like Lens. And importantly, it's noted to contain ads.
Ads, okay.
Which is a key part of its operational model, actually. It suggests they might be making money not just from, say, loan interest, but also from advertising maybe other financial products or services within the app itself.
Right.
Which is, something users should probably be aware of. Might affect your data or just the offers you see popping up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, it's really crucial to look beyond just the surface features to get the full picture.
Definitely. So let's start at the beginning. At its heart, what exactly is the Trust Loans app? I mean, we see tons of apps promising quick loans. What does this source material tell us is really core to it, or maybe how it wants to be seen?
Well, it's basically outlined as a mobile application designed to offer quick and easy online loans. Its core design principle seems to be providing financial help through a simple, entirely paperless process. Everything done right there on your phone.
Okay, paperless. That sounds convenient.
Oh, absolutely. That paperless process definitely screams convenience. But it's worth thinking about, If removing traditional checks and balances also removes a necessary layer of careful consideration for the borrower, does easy access sometimes maybe lead to easy mistakes? That's a question you might want to ask yourself.
That's a really sharp point. A very good question. Now let's dive into some of the key features the Trust Loans app highlights. First one up. They emphasize quick and easy approval and specifically note the claim of no credit history required for some loans.
Yeah, that no credit history required claim. It's like a financial siren song for a lot of people, isn't it? And it's exactly where you need to be most vigilant.
Right.
What's fascinating, or maybe predictable here, is that it almost always signals higher risk for the lender, which, they typically offset.
Ow.
Usually by charging significantly higher interest rates. Or attaching really strict repayment terms. The core insight, I think, is easier access often means a higher cost of access for you, the borrower.
Okay, that makes sense. Higher risk for them, higher cost for you.
Yeah.
So moving on, they also talk about fast credit limit growth. Explain that timely repayments can actually increase your available credit limit over time. And when it comes to flexible terms, the app offers loans from a minimum of $50 all the way up to a maximum of $2,000. And the repayment terms. They stretch from 3 months up to 2 years.
And those flexible terms, if we connect this to the bigger picture, they are certainly designed to accommodate, various short-term financial gaps. Could be a smaller emergency, could be a slightly larger unexpected bill.
Right. Covers a range.
Exactly. But again, what's the actual cost of that convenience and flexibility?
That is the million-dollar question, isn't it? Or maybe the $2,000 question in this case. Let's dive into what the app says about its fees. Because, transparent can mean different things to different people. The app claims transparent fees. It states no processing or hidden fees. The documentation clarifies that the only potential extra charge they mention is a one-time late fee if you happen to miss a repayment after a grace period.
Okay, so while transparent fee sounds reassuring, right? It's crucial to understand the transparency on what you're paying isn't really the same as affordability.
Good distinction.
Yeah. The real insight is to focus on the annual percentage rate, the APR, and the total repayable amount, because those are the true indicators of the loan's cost, regardless of how clearly the individual fees might be listed.
Got it. Focus on APR and total cost. So, okay, if you're thinking about applying, how does it actually work? The process, according to the guide, sounds quite straightforward. You start by signing up. So download the app, create your profile, pretty standard stuff. Then you request a loan, basically choosing the cash amount you want and picking a repayment period.
Right. And this next step, it's absolutely crucial. Before you hit submit, before you commit, the app includes a loan repayment calculator. Use it. It's essential to use this in-app tool. Check the interest rate, check all the repayment details before finalizing your request. Seriously, please, don't skip that part.
Really good advice. Use the calculator. Okay, so once your loan is confirmed, the money gets transferred quickly to your line of credit.
Yeah.
Which sounds like the app makes funds available for you to draw from, maybe directly to your bank account or mobile wallet.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And the final step, and really important one, repayment. The guide stresses making those repayments on time. Apparently, it helps build your credit limit within the app.
Builds your history with them.
Right. Okay, let's get into the hard numbers, the specifics. The important information provided says loan amounts range from $50 to $2,000. We covered that. The maximum annual percentage rate, or APR, is stated to be between 16.50% and 24.000%.
Which is quite a range.
Yeah.
And potentially quite high.
Definitely seems that way compared to, say, a traditional bank loan or credit card. And as we mentioned, the repayment tenure is from 3 months up to 2 years. Now, to make this clearer, the material also gives a representative example. It details that if you were to borrow, say, $1,000 over 12 months at a 2% monthly interest rate, your monthly repayments would be $20, resulting in a total repayable amount of $1,240.
Okay, stop right there. That $1,240 total repayable amount, that's the number to laser in on.
Why is that so key?
Because, well, to put it simply, that $1,240 isn't just the $1,000 you needed. It includes the cost of getting that money for those 12 months.
Yeah.
It's like paying an extra $240 just for the convenience and the access.
Wow, yeah, $240 extra on a $1,000 loan.
Exactly. Understanding that total cost, not just the initial loan amount you receive, is your number one priority for these kinds of apps. What's maybe the biggest mistake listeners might make when they see an example like that, and how should they really break down that true cost?
You really nailed it. It's so easy to just focus on the immediate relief, right? Getting that $1,000 in your account. But that total repayable amount, the $1,240 in this case, it shows the real financial commitment you're making over the year. It's the full price tag. Now, shifting gears slightly, but this is really important. The source highlights a crucial disclaimer. You need to be aware of other services, other apps that might have similar names.
The lookalikes.
Exactly. Specifically, it mentions Trust Bank Instant Loan in Singapore. Apparently, that's a distinct product offered by a regulated bank, which is very different from the Trust Loans app developer, LendC, that we've been discussing.
Okay, this raises an absolutely critical point. Just general caution, really.
Yeah.
Beyond just checking the name. You should always try to verify the details of any loan provider before applying. Doesn't matter how easy or quick it seems.
What should people look for?
Well, look for clear contact information, a physical address, if possible. Try and confirm their regulatory status, if that applies where you are. Read App Store reviews, but look beyond just the first few glowing 5-star ones. Dig a bit deeper.
Good idea.
And search for independent reviews online, outside the App Store. It's not just about convenience, it's really about protecting yourself. Because, let's face it, in the digital financial world, there are bad actors out there. And these features, quick cash, no credit check, they're designed to be incredibly appealing.
Especially when you're stressed.
Exactly. Especially if you're facing an unexpected bill or some emergency. But it's precisely at those moments when you feel that urgency that you need to be extra vigilant. You have to understand the fine print.
So wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you, the listener? Today, we've kind of pulled apart the Trust Loans app based on the guide. We've outlined its claims of convenience, its features like quick approval and flexible terms. We've also gone through its specific loan parameters, the amounts, that APR range, the repayment times, and we really tried to make sense of the costs using that representative example. Remember, understanding the total repayable amount, not just the initial loan, is absolutely paramount.
And this whole discussion, it really raises an important question, I think, a question for you to consider. Given the speed, the ease these apps offer, what responsibility do you feel you have for actually scrutinizing the details? And how might you go about verifying the legitimacy, the suitability of any financial app for your specific needs? Especially when you see terms like no credit history required or notice it contains ads. It's about finding that balance, isn't it? Between getting a quick solution and making a truly informed financial decision. Something to think about.